It's not like it was even our car. Fast! All right, here's how it works. You can beg for mercy on your belly, lick the bottom of my shoes, or take a beating. You must pick at least two. But, if you pick three, you get a pass for the next 2 weeks. All right? Now that's your best value. Dave's back.
So basically, yeah, the bully, yeah, gives the kid 3 options, but it says he's got to choose either 2 of the 3 options. But if he chooses all 3, he gets a pass for 2. He gets a 2 week pass. So basically, he gets a 2 week pass. Basically, what is the kid basically, yeah, the 2 week pass is 2 weeks of no like getting beat up from me. So basically, it's which if I was in that kid's predicament, yeah, and I came across that bully, and that bully said that to me, the bully gave me those options, yeah. So if I was in that kid's shoes, yeah, what options would I choose? Would I either would I choose which two options of the 3 would I choose, or would I choose all 3 options to get that 2 week pass? So basically, just to run over the options again, one of them was let's see what the 3 options were.
It's not like it was even our car. Fast! All right, here's how it works. You can beg for mercy on your belly, lick the bottom.
Option A, beg for mercy on your belly. That's option 1 that the kids say. The kid said option A. Option 2 or option B, lick the bottom of my shoes. Or option C, option 3, or option C, take a beating from this this kid, this curly head kid. So option A, yeah, um, beg for mercy on your belly, right?
Bottom of my shoes.
Now crawl
Or
on your
take
belly
a
and beg
beating.
for mercy. That's it's basically a loss of dignity. It's basically an act of shame. Obviously, like you're literally crawling your, get down and crawl on your belly for me. That's obviously something that's shameful. Option B is lick the bottom of my shoe. Not only is that demoralizing and shameful, but it's absolutely disgusting. Like to lick the bottom of someone's shoe, like the thought of it can make me sick. Lick the like, which leaves with option number 3, take a beating. So 2 of those options would prevent you from taking a beating, and one of them you have to take a beating from this kid. With me, if I have to pick between 2 out of 3 or all 3 to get the 2 week pass, the non beat up pass, I could call it. I would choose I would choose any of them. I'll tell the kid that I'm not choosing option A. I'm not choosing option B, and I'm not choosing option C. I'm not gonna crawl on my belly for you and beg for mercy. I'm not gonna lick the bottom of your shoe, which leaves with option 3. You might as well give me a beating because I'm not doing option A or option B. I'm not doing 2 of the options. I'm not doing 2 out of the 3 options, and I'm not doing 3 out of the 3 options. I'm doing 0 out of the 3 options. So what's gonna happen? Obviously, the kid's just gonna beat him up. So at the end of the day, option 3 is the one that's gonna get fulfilled. If I was in the kid's shoes, if I was this if I was a ginger kid, little kid, I would have I would have said 0. And if I was a gingerhead kid, and I said to him, I'm not choosing any of the 3 options. So I'm gonna get my ass whooped in it. I'm gonna take a beating, take the beating, and that's it. I wouldn't have to lick the bottom of your shoe. I wouldn't have to crawl my belly. I just took a beating, and that's not loss of dignity. That's in fact you get respect because you stood up to the kid and you told this kid, look, I'm not doing option A, B or C. I'm not doing nothing. I don't negotiate with bullies. So I'm not doing any of the three options. That's like standing up for yourself. The bully, fair enough, he's bigger than you. If he's tougher than you, he's gonna beat you up. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get your ass beat. You're gonna get yourself beat up. But at the end of the day, that's not a loss of dignity. That's like that's the only option that way you don't lose your respect. Even if you get beat up, you don't lose your respect because you you told them, look, I'm not choosing any of your options. So that's actually standing up to the bully. You come to school next day with bruises, but fair enough. At least you can say to yourself, look, yeah, I took a beating, fair enough, but I didn't lick, I didn't lick the bottom of his shoe. I didn't crawl on my belly begging for mercy. The thing that happened to me was option C. I took a beating. So so that's a summary basically for me. I would I'll tell him I'm not gonna choose any, take the beating, and then that's that. And this kid, next time around here, two things will either happen. He will either come to me again with another two out of three options or three options again, or that choose the same ones or different. He'll come to you again, asking you to do the same ones, same demands that he gave you the, the day before. The two out of three or three options, or scenario B, if he sees you again, he'll just beat you up again. It's one of the two in it because at the end of the day, unless you unless you stand up, like the thing is, this is the thing about bullies is if you stand up to a bully, the likelihood that they're even gonna come to you the next day is less than likely than another kid who gave into his demands. So yeah, either he continues bullying you, but or he just decides to go to another kid and ask another kid to do what you you said you didn't do. He'll ask another kid to do what you didn't do. He'll go up to another kid and ask him the same questions they asked you, because he already knows that you're gonna say no because you said no last time, innit? And obviously with these bullies, there's more than one kid in the school to pick on, so the likelihood is he's gonna have at the back of his mind that you refused, even though you got beat up by him, you refused, but he's gonna go. The likelihood is he's gonna go to another kid and with the same obviously with the same options that he gave to use, and with the back of his mind thinking another kid's gonna cave in like unlike this kid who refused to choose any option. There's gonna be another kid that's gonna choose either two of the three options. There's gonna be another kid that's gonna be his victim. A bully, if someone stands up to a bully, yeah, the likelihood is this bully would leave you alone and go to another victim. So you will no longer be the victim because you stood up to him in it, and that's what normally happens. And then the bully goes to someone else. That's what normally happens. It goes to another kid. So he won't because you stood up to him. The likelihood is that it's less likely that he will come to you, and it's more likely he will go to another kid. He will probably be like he will look for a kid who's submissive, obviously, in it because you're. So that's the way it is. But let's see what this kid even chooses, though. This kid here. It's Malcolm's talking to their, li- his little brother Dewey. Um, you heard what he said, isn't it? What are you gonna do? If he comes curl up into a ball? He said. Let me see. What if he catches you rolling the ball? What if he's chasing you rolling the ball? If he catches you staying the ball. So basically, it seems like probably Dewey, Malcolm, or all three of the kids, or one of them. It pretty much seems like all three of the kids, Malcolm's friend, and his little brother Dewey, have been victims of this bully before, and that's why Malcolm's asking Dewey, where you like, he's preparing him beforehand, like what are you gonna? He's giving him a strategy. What are you gonna do if this kid comes to you? So it's likely that the kid has bullied Malcolm's brother and Malcolm's friend. So and obviously like they see him, they're obviously on their way to school. He's there, so obviously it's like they're gonna have to encounter him in it. So this is like preparation for when you encounter the bullies. Like, what are you gonna do? This is the preparation for it. And the bullies pounding on the kid. So obviously it seems like the bully probably chose he probably chose the beating, I guess, in it. Or he probably said, no, nah, this is I doubt this kid said, but he beat him up anyway. So I bet we don't get to see what options the kid chose. But the kid is getting beaten up, so probably at least one of the three options became a reality to this unfortunate kid. So that's the end of it. And yeah, um, so yeah, that's my thoughts about it. My thoughts about the video. My thoughts about the clip. Um, yeah, look out for more content from me. Um, yeah, and but anyway, don't forget to like the video. And I'll follow my social media channels in the description box of my Instagram and my Twitter. Um, the links are in the description box. Yeah, and even if you've got even any suggestions about clips that you want me to analyze, let me know in the comments. But I'll irregardless, yeah, I'll be doing definitely be doing um more clips, analyzing more clips, more scenes, analyzing more scenes. Also, yeah, what would you do if you were that kid? Would you say I'll take two out of the three, or would you take three, or would you tell him like I would, I'm not doing any of those three options, and then be prepared to take the beating or run as fast as you can. um, yeah. Hashtag say no to bullies anyway. Um, hashtag stand up to bullies. Um, yeah. Um, well, that's it. Hope you liked it. This is N.E.O, and I'm signing up. Take care. God bless.